Welcome to a special moment in the college football calendar, the SEC Championship Game, the original conference championship game with a long history of classic moments and legendary performances. Welcome, folks, to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia, as we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the fourth-ranked team, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The wideout goes in motion. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. He runs out of bounds.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open, the quarterback makes the right throw. Look at these yards.
Solid gain, moves the ball to the 48. First down play here. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around and give him a chance to get out in space are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
2nd down after that run in the previous play. A Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Grab behind the line. It's Robinson. They make the stop, but not before he gains the first down. The screenplay works.
Great patience here. Great execution by the entire offense. The quarterback kind of baits the defense towards him, drops it off to the back, and he's got a convoy in front of him for a nice first down.
And the Sooners line up on 1st and 10 now. Quarterback will throw it off the one pass option. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Smith. Catch made on the out route. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Sooners looking to run some tempo here. Quarterback drops back. He's running out of time here. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and the rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
After the big loss on 1st down, it's 2nd and goal, backed up. Looking to throw here. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. There's a run call on 3rd and goal. Solid tackle, able to get him down.
Boy, what a great job by this defense. They have really tightened things up here inside the 10-yard line. Seems like they're almost daring the offense to go for it here on 4th down. Let's see what the decision is.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Launching one to the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Setting the tone early for how about the execution, opening drive of a conference championship?
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. Usually it takes you maybe a series or two to just kind of get settled in, especially with all the hype. But not this offense. Got to give them a lot of credit. They were ready to go, and it really showed up on that opening drive.
And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Dropping back, it's Russell. Makes the catch. It's Allen's after a really nice game there.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
One play, and they're already past the 40. 1st and 10. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Grab behind the line. It's Hill.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Handoff here from the shotgun. Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the plus 42.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Ending off on the draw play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I love to see from the defense is the linebackers are scraping doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Dropping back, it's Russell. Grab down the middle, it's Hale. Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21.
You know, Chris, if we would have told Bear Bryant that Alabama would have a wide receiver that won a Heisman in recent years, I don't think he would have believed us. But that's where we are. They've been some great ones in the past, and we're seeing some great-looking receivers on this unit right now.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Handoff from the shotgun. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him. As we hit the quarter break, Kurt, Oklahoma has the lead. We'll check out the stats now through the opening period. They flipped ends of the field, ready now for the second period. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Same tailback, another carry. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
First and goal, a great chance to answer that opening touchdown. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Now the all-important extra point. And it's good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Quick throw to the left. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
So the big chunk play has the offense already in field goal range with a fresh set of downs. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Stopped after a small gain. Now look at it, 2nd and 9.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Second down play coming up. Dropping back, it's Smith. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Sooners. Now the important point after it's out. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. And now the handoff. Makes a nice move there. Tackle, but first down.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Defense looking to bring heavy pressure here. To throw, it's Russell. The defense is coming after him. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Wants to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Will try to convert a third and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Out of the gun now on third down. The pocket breaking down. The punt team making their way on the field. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, the execution here on the screen pass was okay by the offense. The defense just almost anticipating the screen.
They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense when you can run the football like this. Continue to run. You can go to play action. Really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion. The Sooners line it up with 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Just time enough for 1 more play in the half. Looking for 6. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
Extra point try coming now. With the extra point, the lead is 14. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. And they'll use the ground game here. He'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Sooners will kick this away to get the second half going. touchback. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Looking for a fast start here at the beginning of the third quarter. Down by a couple of possessions. Quick throw to the right. It's caught. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound. Right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Back to throw. It's Russell. Pressure is coming. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down. Back to throw again. Looking to scramble. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback. Recognizing the receiver is past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that first down.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. But this one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Well, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Bottom of the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 39. Receiver in motion now. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. He fires this throw and he's intercepted. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39.
Well, Chris, halftime is about trying to make adjustments off what you learned from the first half. You come out to start the second half thinking about this is how we're going to set the tone, and you throw an interception. It's going to put a lot of pressure on this quarterback the rest of the game.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A quick throw out left, complete. They'll bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. 1st and 10 from the 11.
This guy's been such a big factor in this game. Already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the first down. They dial him up again, and he delivers.
The Sooners are in the red zone. Looking to throw. It's Smith. On the move now. The pass ball is incomplete, trying to extend the play, but nobody open.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
Crucial third down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will he have to settle for 3? It's a draw play. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the 1st down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
The Sooners looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. He keeps it on a design run. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Sooners. Try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They'll tackle him right at the 31. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Pretty good gain here by this offense, and here they are. They're getting already set to the line of scrimmage. They're ready to go. Defense better get their cleats in the ground.
He'll hand it off. Stop out at the 39, but good enough for a 1st down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that 1st down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Jukes to get free. They make the stop, but he's in enemy territory now. 1st down to the 45.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Gonna run it. It's Young. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. 1st and 10 now. Clock running. Final minute of the quarter.
The offense comes up with a huge gain. It looks like they're going to go up-tempo. Keep this momentum going and keep the defense as much as you can on their heels.
They've got him in the backfield. It's a 4-yard loss.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
New center down to the offense. 1st and 10. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On 1st down, it's play action. He escapes the pocket. On the run here. Lets it go. Sideline throw caught, but not enough for a 1st down. We hit the quarter break, it's Oklahoma on top. And they got to be feeling pretty good about things as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's review how we got here. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. In the red area, it's Young. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Pass complete on the crosser. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal. To throw, it's Russell. Running out of time in the pocket. The defense stops him there on the scramble, close to the goal line, but not in. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
They break the huddle on 3rd and goal. Field goal doesn't do much good here. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Caught in the backfield. It's Young. You maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're going to come up short of the end zone, and now they've got an interesting dilemma on their hands. Down by a couple possessions, do they go for a field goal and hope to get the ball back with a chance potentially to win the game? Or this close, do they pull the trigger and take a chance to get the 6 points now?
A field goal here doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 on 4th down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, tied.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. That's the last thing you want to do as a defense, trying to hold the lead late in the game. Undisciplined penalty. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Fire to the right side, complete. They make the stop, but not before a solid game that time.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. Now, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be 1st down. Quick pass, the catch is made. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Exactly. Here's 2nd down. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a 1st down.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead, but instead they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? They make make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down to the 32.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. And the Sooners will line up on 1st and 10. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Pounding away with the run game. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking for some space. It's Robinson. It's a fumble. Oh, recovers the fumble, picks up the first down, just like they drew it up.
Boy, did they dodge a bullet right there. So fortunate to recover their own fumble. I don't know how that ball bounced in their favor.
The Sooners are in the red zone. Here's the handoff. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. In reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. They call the draw play here. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that 1st down marker. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Rolling the dice on this 4th down ball. Looking downfield, it's Smith. On 4th down, a short toss to the running back. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Strong game by this quarterback. This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped. The conference championship on the line, he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers, but man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? You can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the grab. It's Edwards. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
One play moves the ball to the 44, and it'll be first down. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. And it'll be Smothered right at the line for no gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to pass here on second down. Using his legs here. He's found some room at the 45. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. This is a daunting attempt from 54 yards out. Let's see if he's got the leg. And a timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. To throw, it's Russell. Moves out of the pocket. Just trying to get rid of it.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. Second and 10 following the incompletion from the 37. Play fake, looking to throw. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had. And now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.